My favorite character that I ever played, without a doubt, would have to be Igor from Mel Brooks' Young Frankenstein. Just such an iconic character from one of the funniest movies ever made. To get to play that role and bring my own style of comedy to it was just an opportunity of a lifetime, and I relished every minute of it. Even though it was a very challenging role and it definitely took me out of my comfort zone, it was just so worth it because I had so much fun playing that character. He was just so hilarious, so over the top. And he also won me my first Christopher Award, so there you go.
It's a toss-up, okay? And this is my dinner theater years here, but my favorite character that I've ever played is probably Lucille Ball. When I was doing dinner theater with Murder is Served, I played Lucy in 2 I Love Lucy shows. Yeah, playing Lucy. One, it was also the hardest role that I've ever played because, hello, everybody has this major super love affair with Lucille Ball, and she's so ingrained in everybody's memories, and she's still on TV land, and they still play her all the time, and she's an icon of comedy and beauty and fantasticness. So it was the most stressful and my most favorite character that I've played, for sure.
My favorite character is John Proctor in The Crucible. I love comedy. I love things like Gilbert and Sullivan. But there's something really special about a show like The Crucible. It's not a happy show at all. And, you know, you really get to explore how deep you can go with the character. And what makes it better is when you have a cast of people that are committed to making something memorable like The Crucible. So that's my favorite character, is John Proctor from The Crucible.
My favorite character in a play was Bella in Lost in Yonkers. I played her years ago, but I still remember a lot of the characterization, and I kind of felt like we were kindred spirits, and Bella was probably a lot like me, and I think that's why I enjoyed it so much.
How? I can't pick just one, because I love them all. Many moons ago, in a far-off place, lived a lonely girl with a gloomy face, for she did not have a beau. Made those words up, I'm pretty sure. But that's from Once Upon a Mattress. And Kathy Webb cast me as Winifred the Woebegone, the role that Carol Burnett originated on Broadway. And let me tell you, I was raised in a Carol Burnett household. That was something that we watched on the reg. So I didn't know I had it in me, and it really brought something out of me that I've had with me ever since. And another role that I loved playing, because as I said, I was raised in a Carol Burnett household. I was also raised in a Mel Brooks household. There was no censorship at all as a child in the movies that I was allowed to watch. And playing Frau Blucher in Young Frankenstein, that was a special one for me. I really let it all out, and I let a lot of that was in me come out and scare people.
What was your favorite character that you've played? I think it's between Smee from Peter Pan and Sergeant Trotter from The Mousetrap. I enjoyed Smee just because out of all the pirates, he was the goofball. You know, everyone else had these really cool pirate costumes. They had the eye patches and the bandanas, they had the swords, and then you have little Smee over here in the corner in his purple pants and his green coat and his rainbow cuffs. And that was just a fun show to be a part of. But in The Mousetrap, Brandy gave me the opportunity to audition for Sergeant Trotter. And that was easily the hardest character I've ever had to play, because he wasn't funny. He was this crazy detective who ended up, as if you saw, being the bad guy. And I had to really challenge myself to, one, memorize all his lines, which was the hardest thing I think I've ever done, but also to be a serious character and to have this moment where I go from being a detective to the villain. And I've never had the opportunity to do that, and so that show will always hold a special place in my heart.